everyone, in this tutorial, we'll learn how to determine the radius, center, and interval of convergence of a power series using the ratio test.
And now our topic is about the power series. Let's start with the definitions. A power series is an infinite series of the form the summation of a sub n times the quantity of x minus c raised to n as n is equal to 0 up to infinity, where a sub n are the coefficients x is the variable and c is the center. The radius r of convergence tell us the distance from the center where the series converges. The interval of convergence is the range of x values for which the series converges. We will use the ratio test to find both. Again, the formula for the ratio test is the absolute value of a sub n plus 1 all over a sub n. Again, the condition for the ratio test if the limit is less than 1, the series converges. And if the limit is greater than 1, the series diverges. Now, let's try with this example. The summation of x raised to n all over n factorial as n is equal to 1 up to infinity. We will now then apply the ratio test. It will then be the absolute value of x raised to n plus 1 all over n, the quantity of n plus 1 factorial all over, we'll just copy x raised to n all over n factorial. Now, we can rewrite this as the absolute value of x raised to n plus 1 all over the quantity of n plus 1 factorial times, we will get the reciprocal n factorial all over x raised to n. Now, before we proceed, let me just erase this. We can now rewrite this one into summation of x raised to n times x. We will not write the 1 anymore. All over, now this as n plus 1 times n factorial times n factorial all over x raised to n. We can now cancel the x raised to n and the n factorial. So our answer will be x all over n plus 1. Or we can just write this as the absolute value of x times 1 over n plus 1. So now, in here we will get the limit of this. So we will now get the limit of 1 over n plus 1 as n approaches to infinity. We will now substitute in the infinity to the n. We will go to the limit of 1 over infinity plus 1 as n approaches infinity. And as we all know, any number as the denominator increases, the value get closer to 0. So it will now be equal to 0. And now, going back to this one, this will now be the absolute value of x times 0, and any number time multiplied by 0 is 0. So we'll now get 0, and going back to our condition, of the ratio test, if the limit is less than 1, the series converges. So now, let me just erase this first. Even if I substitute anything from the x values, we will always get the 0. So, any number we substitute to the x, we will get the 0. So, from this, we can get the interval of convergence to the negative infinity and infinity, and the radius is equal to the infinity. Now, let's move on to another example. So in this, first thing we will do is apply the ratio test formula. So again, what is the formula for the ratio test? A sub n plus 1 all over a sub n. The absolute value of a sub n plus 1 all over a sub n. Now we will just substitute n plus 1 to all n. We will get the quantity of x minus 3 raised to n plus 1 all over n plus 1 factorial all over, then we'll get the a sub n. We will just copy the quantity of x minus 3 raised to n all over n factorial. And as we rewrite it, we will get the, I'm just gonna write it. We will get the multiplication and get the reciprocal. No. Now we will just get the reciprocal of this, of our original equation. N factorial all over the quantity of x minus 3 raised to n. Now we will just expand this first. We will get the absolute value of x minus 3 raised to n times x minus 3 raised to 1n all over n plus 1 times n factorial times n factorial all over x minus 3 raised to n. Now we can cancel now. Cancel this and this. The n factorial. We're just gonna get the absolute value of x minus 3 multiplied to, just gonna get 1 all over our denominator n plus 1. Now let me just erase this first. Now we will get the limit of this. So now we will get the limit of 1 over n plus 1 as n approaches to infinity. Now we just substitute 1 over infinity plus 1 is just infinity. So 1 over infinity, and as we all know, as the denominator increases, the value get closer to 0. So we will just count this as 0. Now, going back to this, it will now be then the absolute value of x minus 3 times the limit 0. And any number multiplied to 0 is just 0. So now, going back to our condition, this one is less than 1, so the series converges. Now, so as you can see, just like for our first example, even if I put any values to the x, the answer will still just be 0. So we can conclude now the interval of convergence is, oops, I'm sorry, negative infinity and just infinity, and the radius of the series is infinity. Now, as you can see, there is some changes within the center. So as you can see, there is the negative 3 here. So in getting the center, let me just erase this first. Getting the center, we will just put our now we'll just get our constant. So we'll just do the addition property. Just add 3 on both sides. So x is equal to 3. So our center is equal to 3. To recap, we've learned how to find the radius, interval of convergence or the IOC, and the center. Remember to always check the endpoints of the interval separately. Practice makes perfect, so try working through some problems on your own. You can find practice problems in your textbooks or online. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more math tutorials. Thanks for watching.